Solidify! You got this!
Surge.
Be cleansed. Rock the dust. Dark clouds obscure the sky.
Stabilize!
Wane. A new moon rises.
While the light shines bright, behold the dawn!
I cannot see the moon.
Committed to memory. The Temple of Wisdom.
Our bond is strong. Out of my way.
Settle down! Stabilize!
Everyone hold hands.
Dissipate.
Silence! Solidify!
I see everything.
Top right.
This way, journalism.
This is order! Gather!
Take. Share my knowledge.
Silence! Be sanctified. Solidify!
I see everything.
Our bond is strong.
Stabilize! I will have order! Bow your head. Settle down! Let the mighty be humble!
I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom.
Silence!
Out of my way! Ugh.
The tides beckon. Stabilize! Settle down!
Three, 5, 7. Eleven, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29. You also enjoy counting in such a fashion, lost child? The same loneliness as them. It seems to exist in your heart as well. Me? I'm sorry, I don't remember. The shadow of the moon? Or a dream of time? I'm sorry. No one has asked me such things before. I've been here for so long. There is much I have forgotten. I know nothing of your arrival. All I know is the longing in people's hearts. Yet, I sense the moonlight's guidance within you, child. Perhaps that is what brought you here. You seem confused. Perhaps I can help in some way. The path home is... that direction. I believe someone told me that before. But I was never able to reach the end. You should take a look. No need. It would seem... my time has already run out. Farewell. May the moonlight ever shine upon you.
Wow! Jiangwei actually did something new.
Little wisp of a being. How are you able to see me? So what if I am? Leave at once! You, a mere mortal, whose own life hangs by a thread, would dare reach for the power of life and death? Unless you wish to be condemned to eternal damnation, you would do well to abandon this foolish endeavor. I shall speak on this no further.
Don't come any closer. How did I get here?
Playing dumb, are we? Save it.
What? No, I would never.
You don't remember.
Of course not. How could I do such a...
What?
Insolent spirit! Be gone from this child at once!
Little mite of a mortal. Getting in my way again, I see. That is no concern of yours. No, only by doing it myself will I find peace. Otherwise, rage will consume me. If I lose control, all will turn to dust. The curse of time. The memories this body holds. Come no closer. This is your final warning.
Insolent spirit! Be gone from this child at once!
Insolent mortal! Time and again, you interfere in that which is beyond you. You make it exceedingly difficult to contain my rage. You have no conception of that which you seek. It is forbidden! You know nothing of my past. My warning was given. The cost entwined with this is beyond what you can bear. Stubborn mortal! You... Very well. If death is what you seek, who am I not to oblige? Come, let us see the extent of your resolve. Your wish is to behold the curse of time and the memories of this form? Then, let it be granted. You who seek death, stand before me. My prison. I was merely a trace of impure energy within Zibai's immortal body. When her soul was shattered, it should have been the end of me. But then, the one who governs time descended from on high and froze the moment of her death. And so, I remain in this world, unable to find release. A mortal who knows of her existence and would dare to speak her name. Who are you? Help. No, there is nothing we can do for each other. Her power, the one who governs time, it has surrounded me ever since. A blessing and a prison, all at once. No, I have been asleep in this prison for countless years, until a familiar presence woke me. Then, through that mortal girl's eyes, I saw it, as pure and bright as ever, unchanged across the millennia. It was that place is called Chiwang Terrace? Did later generations rebuild the altar in a new location? It looks just like the one used to honor Zibai. Could it be that traces of what happened back then still remain in this world? That memory is embedded deep within the essence of Zibai's soul. It is one that should have been forgotten. Yet, it is precisely that which haunts my every waking moment, fuels my rage, and denies me a modicum of peace. Now you, a mere mortal, come to seek that which is forbidden. So, let us see whether the fire that fuels your ambition is a hero's wisdom, or a fool's courage. I shall relinquish control over this body's curse and let it devour everything within sight. Run as fast as you can, lest this prison become your grave. Look, it draws near. The river of time, come to sweep all into oblivion. A torrent of tears for the dead and departed. I shall wait for you at the end, mortal. Evade being swept up in its waters, and I will show you everything. Fail, and we shall sink into oblivion together. I did not expect that you would make it to the end. Yes, it would seem even time cannot hold you back. In that case, perhaps this truth is one you can bear. Come, let your wish be granted.
Under moon eternal, in radiant night, a maiden grants silk, soft and light. Under moon iridescent, in night divine, a maiden grants fiber for cloth so fine. Under moon of frost, in night so great, a maiden grants tools to divine our fate.
What are Mom and Dad doing? Shh, just make a wish. The kind Adeptus on the moon is listening. Look, it's Lady Zibai.
Wow! Lady Zibai? Is she powerful?
Of course. She taught us how to grow grain and beans, millet and rice, how to peel hemp and reel silk, spin thread and weave cloth, how to cut stone and build houses, cast bronze and forge tools. According to Mom and Dad, the Adeptus Zibai is the god of soil and grain, who blesses our land and its crops.
Huh? Lady Zibai's leaving.
It's all right. We just have to wait till next year. She'll be back.
All places tainted by the abyss need to be purified. That includes Long Gone.
And what of its people?
You know what will happen. You are but an emissary to the mortal realm. This is Heaven's will. There is no need for guilt, and no place for hope.
I wouldn't dare. But the people of Langan honor me, worship me, pray to me. If I do not answer, the guilt will be too much to bear.
And if you do, you will meet the same end.
Then as their god, I shall die among them.
Look! Lady Zibai came to save us! I knew she wouldn't abandon us! Run!
You have done enough.
Now you know the truth. These are the memories that suffocate me where I stand and crush me under their weight. Not just my nation, but the people I loved. Were it within my power, I would ignite a blaze fierce enough to burn a hole through the heavens themselves. It was a time of war, one that ravaged heaven and earth. Remnants of the battles tainted with cursed power fell from on high and devastated Langan. The heavens decreed that the tainted filth had to be cleansed. No matter the cost, if I just had more time, I could have helped more people to escape. But it wasn't enough. I just needed a bit more, and they all could have survived. I never imagined there would come a day where I found peace. So long this rage has been within me. Yet here in this moment, it has stilled at last. Thank you. If you wish to bring Zibai back to life, mortal, then you may take the part of her soul that lives in me. Just remember, from this moment onward, the fate of Langan's fallen rests on your shoulders, and that cannot now be changed. As I said before, I am but a remnant of Zibai's adeptal form, a manifestation of her wrath that was not meant to linger in this world. By taking away this fragment of her soul, you take away my shackles as well. So, let it be done. Ah, it's your turn to grant one of my wishes, is it? Very well. In regard to my fate, and that of Langan's fallen, I know there is little I can demand of you. However, should another raise a war banner against the heavens someday, let my name be set upon its cloth. I ask for this, and nothing more. Now, take what you came for. I was a lone moon, shrouded and dimmed in cloud-veiled night. Now darkness breaks, free and unburdened. I reclaim my light.
The tides beckon. Stabilize! I will have order!
This way, Pretty Little. Share my knowledge. Our bond is strong.
These are my parts. Stabilize! Solidify!
Make yourselves a room! The bond is strong!
Bow your head.
I simply couldn't refuse? Even those puny mortals know how to haggle when striking their bargains. Should you, the famed god of contracts, not likewise strive for success through negotiation? Come now, enough with the posturing. It's time to name your price.
Very well. I had, in truth, prepared a new contract for your consideration.
I knew you would not come before me unprepared. Yet, you should know that I want for nothing, for I live in the mountains, carefree and untroubled. Occasionally, I even find sport in teasing the mortals who stumble into my presence.
Then why persist in telling them those ancient stories? I speak of what transpired before the sky collapsed and the earth sank into itself.
That is merely my way of passing the time. And what of it? Would any believe, much less remember, the ramblings of a mountain hermit?
Those tales have long since spread throughout the mortal realm.
Who?
Should my words prove insufficient, I invite you to see the world for yourself. To this end, I have found you a pair of trusty guides. The Lantern Rite is presently underway in Liyue, and should prove quite intriguing for you.
So this, then, is the contract you have prepared for me?
Indeed it is. Think of it as a contract for a one-day festive excursion.
Surely you do not hope to offer this in exchange for Zibai's shade. The foundation of my very existence for a little excursion seems a little steep, wouldn't you say?
Why not see for yourself? You can always decide afterwards. The final determination, of course, shall rest with you.
Is that so? Then perhaps this deal might not be entirely off the table after all. Where then are these guides of which you speak?
Hey, it's Zhongli! Oh, we've been looking for you everywhere. We thought you might have gone missing.
You're here.
So these are my guides. Well, well. They certainly look the part, I'll give you that.
Guides?
Oh, you poor innocent little creatures. The benevolent Lord of Geo has sold you to me, which means that for the rest of this day, you belong to me.
Sold us to you? Just what have you gotten us into, Zhongli?
The situation is not quite as dire as that would sound. I ask only that you accompany my Adeptus friend on a tour of Liyue.
I would suspect that depends on how well you entertain me.
Entertain you?
Let us start with this Liyue harbor of which I have heard so much. Nowhere is quite so fascinating as a place teeming with little mortals.
How come this Adeptus sounds so different from what Paimon imagined? Okay, we'll take care of it. Get ready to find out why they call Paimon the best travel guide in all of Tibet. isn't Teyvat's busiest part. It's also the beating heart of Liyue. So, dear Madam Adeptus, where would you like to go first?
With humble fare and wine to sip, in comfort clothed and soul at ease, one eats, and all the heart's ills cease.
So we're heading straight for the good stuff? Well, you're in luck, because Paimon's an expert when it comes to food. There are two main cooking styles in Liyue. Li cuisine, which is all about mountain delicacies, and Yue cuisine, which is centered on seafood. The most famous restaurants are Liuli Pavilion and Shinua Kiosk. Oh, now Paimon's starting to drool. Guess our only option is to go try them both. 2 meals back to back.
Both sound like excellent options to me. Are these the kind of establishments that most people might visit on a regular basis?
Not exactly. Both Li cuisine and Yue cuisine are known for their pricey ingredients. Definitely not what you'd call the budget options. But don't you worry about that. Just think of it as Zhang Li's little treat. Come on! Aren't you supposed to be pals with Hu Tao? I'm unsure we can afford to spend a little more of her mora at least. Hey! All Paimon wants is to provide our Adeptus with the best possible experience here. Don't you want that too?
Both certainly sound like worthy choices. Just now, though, I happened to see a porter pass this way. Where might individuals like him go to eat?
A hungry porter, huh? Oh! Paimon knows just the place! Yep. Nothing fancy schmancy there. Just tasty dishes made with simple ingredients in a variety of different styles. Most importantly, it's great value for money, too. No wonder everyone loves it, huh? Oh, and the owner happens to be a good friend of ours, too.
One mean restaurant. Yes, even the name itself feels lively and down to earth. All right, let's make it our first stop.
Yippee! That's a great choice, too. Alrighty, let's head over there right away. Paimon can't wait to dig in. Wamin Restaurant, here we come.
Oh, hello there. What a surprise to see you two. Welcome, welcome.
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon. We're a little busy today, so grab a table while you still can. But I don't think I've met this lady before. Is she a new friend? You could say that. Oh, I see. Well, hey there. A friend of the Traveler's a friend of mine, too. Don't worry, we'll take good care of you. Just order whatever you want, it's on the house. By the way, I'm Zhangling. I cook here at Wanmin Restaurant. What's your name?
Miss Xiangling, have you ever heard of the White Horse Adeptus?
Of course. What about her?
I am her, and she is me.
Huh? You mean...
Oh, you young'uns crack me up. Come on, Xiangling. You've got to keep up with the times. Haven't you heard of cosplay? It's like a role-playing game where you dress up as famous characters and pretend to be them. Seriously, it's all the rage, and it looks like this young lady is quite the expert. Your friends sure keep their fingers on the pulse, huh, Traveler?
Wow, Dad. Didn't know you were so tuned in. But how come I haven't heard about it?
You gotta listen to our customers. Didn't I tell you to spend less time chasing after wild vegetables and more time making friends? You're even more out of touch than I am.
Hey, I like making friends too. Isn't that what I'm doing right now? Anyway, even if it is just a costume, is it alright if I still call you Whitehorse Adeptus?
Of course it's all right, because that's exactly who I am.
Okay. I can see you're really committed. In that case, you can call Paimon the Real Traveler. Yeah, right. You could have at least switched outfits.
Puny mortals. Nevertheless, I suppose it might be amusing to indulge in your little charade for a while at least.
All right, go grab yourselves a table. I'll come take your order in a bit.
Listen, let me tell you.
Hello. May I ask if Miss Xiongling and Chef Mao are here?
Yeah, they're just over there. Wait a sec. Aren't you? So, what would you like to... You're...
Hello, Miss Xiongling. It's me, Lu Xiongxiong, the one who broke some stuff here at your restaurant a few days ago. I just wanted you to know how sorry I am. I honestly don't know what came over me. Please forgive me.
Oh, it's you. You really gave me a fright that day, young lady. You didn't actually get food poisoning from our blackback perch stew, right?
Come on, Dad. She's come to say sorry. It's all right, Miss Lu. You must have been feeling a bit off that day. You're looking so much better now, though. Why don't you grab a table, too? This one...
No, I couldn't...
Hey, it's totally okay. We all feel under the weather sometimes, especially when we're away from home. Go on. Yikes. Looks like all the tables are taken. Wanna come sit with us? We've got an extra seat over here. Thanks, guys. So what would you like to eat today? Feel free to order anything you like.
I should very much like to sample your renowned poisonous blackback perch stew.
It wasn't poisoned. That was all on me.
So that's one portion of blackback perch stew. How about you guys? Paimon wants... Sure thing. Looks like Paimon's having trouble making up her mind. Anyway, I guarantee you'll love it. Let me think. Well, since the blackback perch stew is on the spicier side, I guess it makes sense to balance it out with a serving of stir-fried shrimp. And since it's Lantern Rite season, you better try out the triple-layered consomme and come and get it too. Those are our seasonal specialties. As for the carbs, since we've got a full table, how about some right at home? Along with our special chili mince cornbread buns. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Then for dessert, I'll whip you up some Lucky Snow Delight. I just came up with it a few days ago, and I can't wait for you to try it. Wow! Sounds like quite the feast. Looks like...
Am I the only one who thinks that's way too much?
Not at all. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. And to top it all off, our star dish, Adeptus Temptation. You should know that we don't often serve this here at Wanmin Restaurant. But since this is my first time cooking for the Whitehorse Adeptus, I'm pulling out all the stops. Okie dokie, just sit back and relax. I'll have your dishes out in no time.
Hold on. Did I just hear Miss Xiongling mention...
You did indeed. And you're looking right at her.
That's a joke, by the way. She's cosplaying.
Oh, I see. Phew, almost believed you there for a moment.
Tell me, little one, what business might you have with the Whitehorse Adeptus?
It's a long story. Basically, a while back, I took part in an archaeological dig over at the chasm. While we were there, we discovered a number of relics. Our findings show that they date back to the era of Long Gone, an ancient nation whose people are said to have been the ancestors of some of the modern-day inhabitants of Chenyu Vale.
And why might such matters concern the White Horse Adeptus?
Because some of those relics not only seem to contain textual references to her, but even depictions of what she looked like. There have long been legends claiming that the White Horse Adeptus was a deity of that era, but there are plenty of other theories out there too. If I could just locate some more detailed records, I'm sure we'd be able to find out so much more.
So you're into history?
Well, to tell you the truth, I actually joined the archaeological team by sheer accident. But once I'd started down this path, I knew that I wanted to make something of myself. Recently, though, things seem to have taken a turn for the worse. I still can't believe I caused such a mess and even ended up hurting someone.
Oh, so you're considering becoming a martial artist now instead?
No, I mean, they weren't seriously hurt. It was just a few scratches, and they let it go after my mother compensated them. Either way, my career's pretty much over. And even though both the victim and the Ministry of Civil Affairs say they won't be pursuing the matter any further, my father says he's going to punish me according to our family rules.
Family rules?
Yeah, he's decided to ground me. I'll have to return to Chaoying Village after Lantern Rite, and goodness knows when I'll be allowed to leave again.
Wow, that's harsh. Sounds like the kind of thing only rich, super traditional parents would do.
We're not exactly rich, though. All we own are a few tea fields in Chaoying Village and a guest house in Liyue Harbor.
A guest house? It isn't Baiju Guest House by any chance?
Yep, he's my grandfather. So you've heard of the guest house before?
Small world, huh? Come to think of it, didn't Boss Lou mention something about hoping that the White Horse Adeptus would show up and let her divine power be known? Sure, but Paimon's guessing this wasn't exactly what he had in mind.
Little one, it sounds to me that your family is rather well off after all. What then drew you to archaeology? Why subject yourself to such unnecessary hardships?
Even if I stayed at home, there's no guarantee I'd lead a nice, easy life. Just look at my father. Recently, my grandfather put him in charge of the guest house, and he came up with a bunch of ideas right away, starting with changing its name. That didn't turn out well, though. My grandfather yelled at him for days, even calling him a bad son, and they still haven't let it go.
Oh, Paimon thinks we might have heard about that too.
Long story short, being dependent on others is never fun. You just end up being completely under their thumb. That's why I want to make it on my own out here, no matter how hard it is. After all, as the saying goes, to rise above others, one must endure the hardest of hardships. What's so funny about that?
You poor, innocent little creatures never fail to amuse me. To think you would endure all manner of hardships in your brief time on this mortal plane, and all that merely to rise above others. I would have thought that the wiser path would be to simply roam this world as I do.
Huh?
Tell me, what is it that you truly delight in? Archaeology? Martial arts? Tea planting? Or perhaps the keeping of a guest house?
What I delight in?
Yes! Surely there must be something you don't find quite so exhausting. Whatever delights you should not feel like a burden.
But do things like that really exist?
Of course! Take Miss Xiangling, for instance. I defy you to detect even a hint of hardship on her face when she wields her walking spatula. So, since it seems you are resolved to tread the rocky path, you should strive with all your might to pursue that which brings you delight.
You mean, like cosplay?
I suppose. You might say that.
Looks like the White Horse Adeptus is really getting into her role.
I think I get what you mean then. Maybe I should have a chat with Miss Xiongling before I head home.
Okay, everyone. Sorry to keep you waiting. Here's your food. Wow. It all smells so good.
Oh, finally! I get to try that famous poisonous stew.
Hey, didn't you hear what Shang said? It wasn't the stew. If anyone's to blame, it's that other you. What's up?
How fiercely this mortal fare burns upon the tongue! Most satisfying as poisonous stews go. So, where to now? Time, I think, to seek out some diversion?
No, there's plenty of entertainment options in Liyue. Paimon will tell you that. The locals like to drink tea, walk their pets, play chess, watch operas, attend storytelling performances.
Storytelling performances?
You know, like listening to people telling stories. They're usually based on old Liyue legends, just like their operas. Stuff like the Divine Damsel of Devastation, Through the Eyes of a Dragon, or the Sanctification of Tao Do.
What about the story of the bright moon that sits in the sky above us?
Paimon doesn't think she's heard that one. Still, the moon does come up quite a lot. It's even in the name itself. The Yue in Liyue actually means moon. Since we're on the subject, you like telling stories yourself, right? Why don't we go check it out?
In that case, I'll have to trouble the two of you to lead the way.
Awesome! Let's go! Third round knockout, here we come!
That's just plain stupid.
What a tongue twister! I'd have made a complete fool of myself if I tried to say it on stage without practicing it first. Huh! Call yourself Iron Tongue, Tien. Wobbly Tongue, Tien, more like.
I used to have that problem a lot. But if you just take your time to grasp the meaning and commit it to memory, you'll be able to say it smoothly in no time.
You're right, Miss Yoon. I'll give it another try.
Hey, Yunjin! Fancy seeing you here! What are you two talking about?
Ah, Traveler and Paimon, we meet again. And who, may I ask, is this?
You may call me the White Horse Adeptus.
The White Horse Adeptus?
She's not really an Adeptus.
I see. Well, it certainly looks like a lot of fun.
Oh, funny you mention it. This type of thing is actually something I'm quite familiar with. Once, to perform Through the Eyes of a Dragon, I decided to imagine that I was Rex Lapis himself. It was the only way to truly inhabit his mindset and understand his resolve to quell those demons.
Sounds like you just wanted an excuse to feel all big and powerful.
Hey, that's... You just don't understand how inspiration works.
You're one to talk. Paimon's traveled all over with the Traveler, and she's seen things that would make your jaw drop.
All right, then. Since you claim to be so knowledgeable, why don't you prove it by reciting an ancient poem?
An ancient poem? Which one?
Ha! See? You mean to tell me you've never even heard of the ancient poem called An Ancient Poem?
What kind of a title is that?
Quit teasing, Paimon. We only just found out about that ourselves. He's talking about the writing on those ancient relics. When we first saw it, we couldn't figure out what it all meant. So in the meantime, we decided to just refer to it as an ancient poem. However, thanks to the painstaking work of the scholars who were tasked with decoding it, it seems like that's exactly what it was. Or rather, an ode offered in veneration of the moon and the White Horse Adeptus.
Oh yeah! Didn't Kuching mention that before? It's got something to do with Longan, right?
That is correct. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has issued a notice stating that, although it is true that the moon may disappear tonight, we should be in no danger. In other words, there's nothing to fear. But if you're worried, we can always take a leaf from the Book of the Ancients. By reciting this poem, I mean, and calling for the White Horse Adeptus' aid. If we do that, I'm certain she'll protect our moon and keep us safe.
Whoa, seriously? Paimon has to get a look at this. Eternal in radiant night, a maiden grants silk, soft and light? What in Tibet's that supposed to mean? Under moon iridescent, in night divine, blah blah blah, something cloth so fine. Something about fields being plowed, something else about seeds being sown from the earth. Seriously? What is this?
The fields are plowed, the seeds are sown, and from the earth, life is grown.
Whoa! You did that without even looking!
Bravo! Bravo! We have an expert in our midst. Looks like this young lady really does know her role inside out. If I didn't know any better, I'd have taken her for the real deal.
That's because I am the real deal.
That's the spirit. This is exactly the kind of mindset I was talking about. Behold, mortals, I am none other than the indomitable Rex Lapis himself. Kneel before my godly splendor. Believe me, young lady, I know exactly why you do it. Back in the day, I was just like you.
I must say you are rather amusing as mortals go.
Miss White Horse Adeptus, it is a great pleasure to make your acquaintance today. I have some questions regarding the poem, and I was wondering, perhaps, if you might be able to shed some light on it?
You want me to explain the full meaning of its verses?
Your guidance would be much appreciated.
Fascinating. Tell me, do all the people of Liyue still express such reverence for the ancient ways?
Well, it's true that we hold a deep fondness for our history, but it is hardly our only pursuit. One of my good friends, for instance, is even more devoted to the modern Fontanian art of rock and roll.
Exactly! And don't forget, great practitioners of the role-playing arts walk among us too. People like me and you, young lady.
Yes. So rather than placing too much emphasis on our reverence for the ancient ways, it might be better to say that here in Liyue, 100 passions bloom, each with a voice of its own.
I see. Then, I suppose it wouldn't do any harm for me to enlighten you. In truth, it is but a simple poem of blessings. Its meaning is this. As the eternal moon rises in the night sky, a maiden adorned with lustrous jade descends upon the earth. She blesses the kudzu vines and mulberry leaves so that they may be used to make coarse cloth, that is nevertheless soft, light, and comfortable to wear. As the iridescent moon rises in the night sky, a maiden adorned with lustrous jade descends upon the earth. She blesses the kudzu vines and hemp so that they may be used to make fine, luxurious cloth. As the frost moon rises in the night sky, a maiden adorned with lustrous jade descends upon the earth. She blesses the mugwort and artemisia so that they may be perfect for divination.
So she really did come down from the moon?
She shows the people how to use the plow and spade to purge the land of weeds, till the soil, and heap up the earth to make it fertile. Then with the hoe, she teaches them to sow their grain, bestowing the promise of life upon every seed. She blesses the millet and the beans, ensuring that their stalks and vines stretch forth without end. She graces the wheat and the rice, so that their heavy heads are filled with plump, glistening grain.
Sounds like she's a real pro at all this farming stuff.
The fruits of the field are harvested and brewed into sacred wine for honored guests. This we reverently present to the divine maiden, with every ceremonial step flawlessly observed, so that she may witness the depth of our piety and respect. Oh, divine maiden, how can your graceful presence in the sky not seem like that of a fairy descending from the heavens? Oh, divine maiden, how does your pure and radiant form not resemble the guardian spirit of our land? I send my heart's desire, ascending to the heavens, beseeching you to grant us good fortune and blessings in the coming year.
Huh? So, that's what it's supposed to mean?
I find myself speechless, moved beyond the power of words to convey. Oh, young lady, you have shown me the heights to which a true role player might aspire.
A truly remarkable performance. I did not anticipate that anyone could unravel this poem with such depth and clarity, and so soon after the Ministry of Civil Affairs notice, too. I'd even begun to consider myself somewhat versed in the matter, but as they say, there's always someone more knowledgeable out there. Allow me to extend my thanks to you, Miss Whitehorse Adeptus.
You are far too humble, young one. I must confess, it is I who have been surprised, not only by you, but also by this Liyue harbor of the present day.
Ah, so you're not from Liyue. And what, may I ask, has surprised you about it?
Oh, it's nothing really. Just some old memories scattered here and there. Very well, my guides. I suppose it is time we set forth on the next part of our excursion. I'd like to go see that wharf now. What say the two of you?
No problem. We'll take you wherever you want.
Oh, leaving so soon? Before you go, allow me to introduce myself. I am Yunjin, director of the Yunhan Opera Troupe. May I ask your name in return?
My own name is scarcely worth mentioning, but since you asked, perhaps I'll tell you the title of that poem instead.
Huh? So, it isn't actually called an ancient poem?
Of course not. Its real title is Odes of Long, Zibai.
Odes of Long, Zibai.
All right then, until we meet again.
I almost forgot to mention. On my recent trip to Notcry, I came across something really fascinating in the Frost Moon Scion's library. I found records in their collection of another divine envoy living on the moon.
A divine envoy on the moon? You don't think it could have been referring to the White Horse Adeptus too, do you?
No way to say for sure. Still, the similarities between our legends are intriguing, to say the least. Isn't it amazing? Especially when you consider how far apart we are.
It truly is. We might live in different lands, but when we look up at the night sky, we all see the same moon and stars.
Right? It's like we're all bound together, no matter where we are. When you think of it like that, it's almost as if our friends from other nations will be right here celebrating with us. Isn't that a wonderful thought?
No wonder you were so excited to go see the giant lantern when you first got back. Sounds like you're a real fan of the White Horse Adeptus, huh?
I guess you could say that. Just a pity she's so elusive. Even Granny's never met her, you know? Maybe she really is just a legend after all.
Hey, Yanfei and Ganyu! Trust, Paimon. The White Horse Adeptus is as real can be.
Huh? Oh, look! It's the Traveler and Paimon! Feels like I haven't seen you two in, like, forever. Happy Lantern Rite. It's so good to see you again.
Hey, you two. Happy Lantern Rite.
Did I hear you right just now, Paimon? Does that mean you've actually seen the White Horse Adeptus?
She has indeed. And now, so have you.
And you are?
Why, who else? The White Horse Adeptus, of course.
Could you maybe start with something else next time?
You're the White Horse Adeptus?
That's right. Allow Paimon to introduce you to our new friend, Zichao. She's been low-key obsessed with cosplaying the White Horse Adeptus ever since we met her.
I see. Well then, greetings, Miss Zichao. My name is Yanfei, and recently I've been low-key obsessed with learning everything I can about the White Horse Adeptus.
I'm sure the two of you will get along like a house on fire. Oh, and by the way, I'm Ganyu.
So, Miss Zichao, you must be here to see the giant lantern too, right?
A horse-shaped Zhao lantern? Is that what I think it is?
That's right. A lantern made to honor the White Horse Adeptus herself. Isn't it gorgeous?
Huh? What are you laughing at?
Both the lantern and myself.
What do you mean?
Oh, this lantern truly is an artistic masterpiece. But tell me this, have any of you ever seen a horse before?
Come to think of it, Paimon can't remember ever actually seeing one herself. What about you, Traveler?
Oh, this horse appears to be mid-trot, but it has adopted what is called a lateral gait, where the legs on one side of the body move together in unison. A rather rare sight indeed. Just now, I suddenly pictured myself, I mean, the White Horse Adeptus running the same way. The image was so absurd, I could barely contain my mirth.
Oh, really? I never knew that. You learn something every day, huh?
Oh, come on! It's basically a giant piece of fan art! Who cares if it's different than the original?
I was merely laughing at my own ignorance. I came here thinking that the White Horse Adeptus's tale had been long forgotten. Yet here I am, gazing upon a lantern made in her honor.
Well, you couldn't have been more mistaken. There are so many tales about the White Horse Adeptus, I'm starting to lose count. Just off the top of my head...
Just so you know, Yanfei, we've heard it all like a million times before.
Uh-huh. But there's one thing I can guarantee that you haven't.
Huh? You mean like a new chapter of her stories come to light?
Mm-hmm. And I heard it from Ganyu just yesterday. Hey, why don't you share it with the others?
Sure, no problem. Where to begin? Do you guys still remember what Liyue's Moon Chase Festival is about?
Of course! It's a festival held in honor of the Stove God.
That's right. But it took a really long time for the Stove God Festival to become what it is today. In its earliest form, it was actually an adeptal ritual known as the Moon Chase Rite.
Paimon remembers Madame Ping mentioning that before, but she never explained exactly what it was.
According to Cloud Retainer, the Moon Chase Rite was originally a ritual meant for communicating with the moon.
Communicating with the moon? But for what purpose?
At first, Cloud Retainer wasn't entirely sure either, as it was always Rex Lapis who performed the ritual.
Whoa! Rex Lapis did it himself? Must have been a really important ritual.
That's right. Unfortunately, despite numerous attempts, they never actually received any response from the moon, which is why they eventually stopped performing it. But then, just yesterday, Keqing took a picture of the moon being obscured by a dark hole to Cloud Retainer and asked if it had anything to do with the Moon Chase Rite. The moment Cloud Retainer saw it, it suddenly dawned on her that the rite might have been an attempt to reach the White Horse Adeptus all along.
Does that mean Zhongli's been trying to bring back the White Horse Adeptus all this time?
So how about that? Bet you never thought there might even be a link between the White Horse Adeptus and the Moon Chase Festival.
If Keqing hadn't taken that picture to Cloud Retainer, we would never have known any of this.
This is probably what Keqing was referring to that day when she mentioned there were some ideas she wanted to follow up on.
So, Geo Archon. All this time, you've been striving to awaken her.
Huh? What do you mean, awaken?
Nothing. What I truly meant to say was, this new insight you've provided has been truly eye-opening. Oh, by the way, my trusty guides, I've been meaning to ask, where in Liyue Harbor might one enjoy an expansive scenic view?
Huh? We're off to the next stop already? But Paimon's barely done digesting that lore bomb just now.
All the more reason to find the right spot to let it sink in.
Oh, so that's what you're up to. A tour of Liyue Harbor? In that case, if you're looking for a spot with a panoramic view, I'd recommend Yujing Terrace.
That's a great idea. Since the terrace is on higher ground, the sea view from up there's so much better. Great! Well, the lantern ride's about to start, so we should get back to Granny's now.
Hope to see you all at the festival tonight.
Oh, you're off too? All right then. See you both soon.
See you soon.
Very well, my guides. What are we waiting for?
Okay, you're the boss. Yujing Terrace it is. After all, the customer's always right.
Something else you needed to do?
Oh, Paimon likes that idea.
And what, may I ask, is a photo?
It's this awesome invention that lets you record moments in the blink of an eye. Except, you've gotta try not to actually blink.
Oh? What must I do in preparation then?
Nothing. All you gotta do is choose a pose. The Traveler will handle everything else. Come on, let's give it a try. Look, we got a great picture. Paimon's gonna call it The White Horse Adeptus Meets the White Horse Adeptus in Liyue Harbor.
Huh. They've even discovered a way to preserve moments in time. Now I truly am curious to witness what else these mortals might accomplish. Very well, let us proceed. Yujing Terrace lies in that direction, does it not?
Hey, wait for us!
Truly a marvelous view if ever there was one. It seems the charm of this Liyue Harbor is only heightened by the sun's dying light.
And soon, people will start releasing their shell lanterns to mark the most important day of the year. Practically everyone will be with their friends and family, eating a big meal, chatting, and even setting off fireworks. Trust Paimon, it'll look even more amazing then. What do you say? Want to stay to see that?
No need. Let us bring this weary day to a close.
Weary day? You mean you didn't enjoy your tour?
I had imagined you would arrange for me to witness some grand spectacle. Perhaps the descent of divine beings, the manifestation of the sacred before mortal eyes, or the appearance of a selfless hero come to aid the helpless and downtrodden. Or, should that not come to pass, then at the very least spend a little more coin. For that, it seems, is how one finds true enjoyment. Alas, but there was none of these. Instead, we merely filled our bellies, listened to tales, and gazed upon a crude imitation of my likeness. And now the sun begins its descent. What a day of quiet tedium.
Well, we're so sorry. If we'd known that was what you wanted, we'd have done it all differently. It's all that Zhang Li's fault for not making the customer's requirements clear.
Well, it's too late now. Do you still believe I would part with that soul fragment, now so intertwined with my very being?
But...
I knew you were the more astute of the pair.
Huh? You were just trying to scare Paimon?
It seems the realm of the Geo-Archon has a way of making one more stony-faced.
So, you were just pulling Paimon's leg?
Of course. I was merely engaging in a little banter with the two of you. Long ago, I shared tales with various mortals who chanced upon my mountain abode. Never did I imagine that those stories would endure. It seems I greatly underestimated them. Perhaps, as your Geolord said, a few pieces of ancient Langan's magnificent jade have truly become part of the very foundation of this land.
So, you've decided to help us?
Again, that goes without saying. I made up my mind some time ago now. When I beheld a rather intriguing scene as I set foot in this city, I saw porters passing through the alleys, setting down heavy wooden crates from their weary shoulders, peddlers pushing carts as the kites and lanterns upon them rustled gently in the breeze. I saw cooks cooking, actors acting, scholars reading, soldiers marching, children playing, elders resting, officials officiating, and the common folk absorbed in this or that, reveling in the simple joys of life. Some, it seems, have already found that which stirs their hearts, while others continue to fret, troubled by uncertain futures. Yet, in this gentle and serene order, each holds fast to their anticipation, not only for the celebrations to come, but also for the first light of the morrow. Scenes I once yearned to behold now unfold before me, no longer in Langan, but in Liyue Harbor, thousands of years on. How wondrous is this mortal realm!
Thank you, Whitehorse Adeptus! Thank you so much!
Adeptus, Adepti, perhaps the singular art in which we are truly proficient is that of sequestering ourselves within the high mountains. But once we leave our mountain refuge, we find ourselves drawn back to mortal ways all the same. So, it is I who should offer my thanks to the two of you. Traveler, Paimon, you have made this day more delightful than any I've known in a long, long time. Come now, and take what it is you need.
You mean, like, right now? But don't you think we should wait for Zhang Li?
That won't be necessary. All things shall meet again in their time, for the waters know no rest. and the flowers their appointed season. One need not fear that life is but a journey of goodbyes.
Is she gone?
I created it from my memories of the chariot of the Lunar Palace. Many years have passed since I last laid eyes upon it, so there may be some discrepancies. Nonetheless, it is functionally much the same.
A lunar chariot? Wow! Paimon never imagined she'd get to ride in one! So, Zibai, does that mean you used to work on the moon?
Work. That's an interesting way to phrase it, though I suppose you are correct. I was once an angel, a member of a race tasked with guiding humanity. Then, graced by serendipity, I became a moon envoy.
Huh? What's a moon envoy? Some kind of super important angel?
As you would understand it, a moon envoy is a job title. Any angel, or non-angel, can become a moon envoy.
Does that mean you're not the only one?
Of course not. Though my memories are still hazy, I vaguely remember some of my colleagues. There was one who liked to take on the form of an ibis.
An ibis? Could it be... Can all moon envoys... Look! Paimon thinks she saw a tea vendor over there!
Very well. Let's take a look.
Welcome, please have a look around. We only sell teas of the finest quality sourced directly from Chaoying Village. Right now we're offering a special discount for Lantern Rite.
Look over there! Discounted tea!
Dear customers, are you looking to purchase some tea leaves? I can see from your bearing that you are no ordinary customers. My humble shop has some exquisite teas that should satisfy your more refined tastes.
We're not here for quality. We're looking for a discount.
A discount? Well, that's a coincidence. Our Sunglaw tea is on sale right now. A special festive offer.
Something about the name of that tea sounds familiar to Paimon.
Buy 3 boxes of Sunglaw tea during the festival to get 10% off. Buy 4, get 20% off. Buy 10, but... That's right! 10 boxes at half price. Have you been to our shop before by any chance?
Oh, Paimon's definitely heard this spiel before.
3, 10, 20, 50. tea.
Zibai, what do you want?
When purchasing 3, 4, or 10 boxes, the corresponding discount, the intervals between the two sets of numbers are 1 and 6.
Look! Her eyes turned blue!
If the differences between intervals remain equal, the interval after 6 should be 6 plus the difference between 6 and 1, which is 11. Similarly, after 30, the next interval, therefore extrapolating upward, the next two numbers in each set should be 21 and 100.
You're making Paimon's head spin!
They mean that if we buy 21 boxes of Songlot tea,
100% discount? Oh, there was a pattern to the discounts!
the pattern we speak of is mathematics, little one. A pattern that is always right.
That's amazing! You're a shopping genius, Zibai!
I had no idea our shop's discounts were tied to the laws of nature. I've learned so much from you, dear customer.
No need to thank me. Now, please give us our 21.
What?
What's the matter?
Paimon just realized what it is that's not right.
It took you long enough.
We got the short end of the stick. Think about it. If we don't have to pay when buying 21 boxes, then if we buy even more, the vendor should be paying us money instead, right?
Huh?
Hey, Zibai, work this one out. If we buy 100 boxes, we'd make loads of money, wouldn't we?
It stands to reason.
Wait a moment, dear customers. Don't you think you're haggling a little too hard?
You are the one dictating the discounts. We're simply extrapolating the numerical patterns within. As such, we are hardly haggling.
You have a point. However, that's right. I'm so sorry. I just remembered. My supplier didn't come today, so we don't have any tea after all. Such a shame. Terribly sorry about this. Awful luck.
Where can we find your supplier?
Well...
Not to fret. We'll save you the effort and go straight to the source ourselves.
Well, you see, dear client, the supplier's discount isn't as generous as ours. You won't be able to get the same price from them.
Huh? Does that mean they won't pay us for taking their tea?
They might not even offer you a 100% discount.
How very unfortunate. Nevertheless, as the original supplier, they must offer some sort of discount. Besides, we're not looking to make money.
Well, that's great. My suppliers are all tea farmers from Chaoying Village. You can go ask around the village, but please don't say I sent you.
Do not worry. We appreciate your referring customers to your business partners, even choosing to remain anonymous. The demeanor...
I hope you're right.
Then let us head to Chaoying Village. Do you know the way, my guides?
Of course! Just
What otherworldly beings were those? Thank the heavens I managed to send them on their way. I should hurry home and pray to the White Horse Adeptus. May she bless me such that I never encounter such customers again.
The mountains and waters are pristine. They embody the beauty of heaven and earth.
It's a good-looking place, all right. But it's hard to enjoy the scenery when Paimon can't stop thinking about all that tea-buying Mora we're missing out on.
Should fate dictate, Mora will find its way to you sooner or later.
Well, Morak certainly finds us often enough. He even sought us out in person this lantern rite.
For now, let's look around and see if any tea farmers are selling their crop. We'll be able to see more clearly from up high. Let's take to the sky and enjoy the beautiful scenery while we're at it.
beautiful from up here.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's super beautiful.
The white walls and dark tiles frame the emerald waves of the terraced fields, while the curved eaves and tall gateways juxtapose each other with grace.
It's almost too beautiful to be true.
The crowing of roosters and barking of dogs, the calls of farmers working the fields, a vibrant pastoral chorus overflowing with earthly vitality.
Yeah, it's incredibly beautiful, huh?
Have you studied the linguistic arts by some chance?
Huh?
Your vocabulary for beauty seems rather constrained.
Paimon knows how to say pretty as well.
I see. Now then, let's...
Look! There's someone in that tea field! And they look kind of familiar. Wait, is that Lu Shanxiang?
And who is that?
Oh, you'll remember her once you see her up close. Hey there, Lu Shanxiang! It really is you!
Huh? Paimon, traveler.
The White Horse Adeptus has a name now. You can call her Zibai.
And you are... Wait.
Don't say anything about food poisoning or fish.
You're the young lady who wanted to rise above the rest, are you not?
Yes, that's me. But I'm in a bit of a state right now. At best, I can say I've fallen below them.
Fallen below them?
Like I said the last time we met, I'm being punished according to family rules. My father, mother, grandfather, grandmother, other grandfather, other grandmother.
Oh, that's a lot of family members.
Yeah, and on the night of Lantern Rite, they held a family meeting to discuss my situation.
So, they do care about you.
There's no doubt they care. But they think that since I caused all that trouble in Liyue Harbor, it shows I can't be trusted on my own. They decided to ground me.
Ground you?
Yeah, though they're not confining me to my room. Instead, I have to personally nurture a tea seedling until it grows big enough to be sold at market.
Aw, a tiny little tea baby. Do they want you to experience what it's like to be a parent?
It's supposed to cultivate my character and temperament. They say this will help me calm down and reflect on my issues.
What happened in Liyue Harbor really wasn't your fault. Oh well, at least this punishment doesn't sound too harsh. So, how long will it take for the little tea baby to grow?
Actually, I don't know. I've never grown a tea tree before.
It usually takes 2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years?
Yes, the tea in this garden requires 2 or 3 years to mature.
That long? Zibai, you're not making this up, are you? How do you know so much about growing tea?
When the plants thrive and grow, that is the meaning of my name. I can tell at a glance when their season of ripening will come.
Do I really have to waste 2 or 3 years here? Why is this happening to me? I'd only just found my direction in life. Yes, during the night of Lantern Rite, I heard many people reciting poems from Long Gone in praise of the moon. In that moment, I suddenly felt a great sense of pride. I mean, I helped excavate cultural artifacts from Long Gone, so I contributed to the revival of these poems too, right? So I decided to stay with the archaeological team. I want to unearth even more history.
I see. And are you sure that's what you want to do? If you don't achieve anything significant in the years to come, will you still enjoy it?
Yes, because archaeology gives me that...
Wait, did Xiangling teach you that?
That's right. I was asking her for advice. She said that if something gives you that boom shakalaka feeling, then it has to be worth pursuing. I immediately thought about how, when I'm excavating in the ruins, I always feel like there's a ghost standing beside me, and not in a spooky way. It feels like my great-great-great-great-great-grandmother patting me on the shoulder and saying, "Keep going, you're about to right?" It feels like I've made some kind of connection with my ancestors. Isn't that amazing?
Since you've made up your mind, you should give it your all.
And I'd love to, but I'm still grounded.
Run away, summon up a little boom shakalaka, and leave the tea garden behind. Flee this village.
That might be going a bit far. You don't want to lead others astray, Zibai. Yeah! Tell them about your great-great-great-great-great-grandmother. She must be the most super-duper ancestor to have ever risen above the rest, right?
I'd be better off telling them about the White Horse Adeptus. After all, she's the supreme riser above the rest who saved my great-great-great-great-great-grandmother.
Then it's settled. Tell your family that your decision has my blessing.
Thank you, Zibai, but I don't think cosplay...
They don't need to listen. You need only follow the rules they've set out for you.
What do you mean?
As I'm sure you know, some ancient texts refer to the White Horse Adeptus as the daughter of time.
My family history contains such records, but what of it?
If the White Horse Adeptus were to manipulate time to make your tea seedling grow overnight, then you'd be free, correct?
Is that how it works?
If the White Horse Adeptus were to really get involved, my grandfather would let me leave right away. But who really believes that she'd show up and help?
It's not as if you have any other options. Why not try calling out for help? It won't cost you any more.
Guess I might as well. I've got no better ideas anyway. White Horse Adeptus, if you can hear me, please save me from my predicament. Ugh, nothing happened.
Perhaps the White Horse Adeptus has already heard your prayer. Why not come back here tomorrow and take a look? By then, the seedling you planted may well have grown into a thriving tea tree.
Thank you, Zibai, for trying to comfort me. I do feel better now, kinda.
Can't you really do something like that?
Oh, it's getting late. Why don't you all stay at my house tonight? My family may be strict with me, but they're always welcoming to guests.
That sounds great! Let's get some sleep and then come back here tomorrow to see if our tea baby has grown.
Oh, the tea tree!
Whoa! Your tea baby is all grown up!
Indeed, it has grown into a mature tea tree that can stand tall in the face of wind and rain.
How is this possible?
It must be the work of the White Horse Adeptus. Your prayer must have moved her.
Are you sure?
Perhaps she heard your prayer and chose to answer the call.
She once saved my great-great-great-great-great-grandmother. This time, she saved me.
That's incredible! Your family must be blessed by the White Horse Adeptus.
I guess so. I need to tell everyone the news right away. They'd better. Since this is the will of the White Horse Adeptus, I don't see how they could object.
Go, and if you run into any more trouble, call out to the White Horse Adeptus just like yesterday.
Thank you.
Paimon really thought you were going to use Adeptal energy to make the tea baby grow, Zibai.
When an Adeptus exerts effort, consuming their energy, is that not using Adeptal energy?
All right. What are we doing out here in the middle of the night?
We're here to help Lu Xiangxiang fulfill her wish, of course.
Can you really make the tea baby grow?
It won't be easy, but there are ways. There, it's grown.
Hey! You just transplanted a tea tree from over there!
So, there's a mature tea tree here now, yes?
Oh, yeah, but...
And am I not the White Horse Adeptus?
Well, yeah.
Is this tea tree then not a manifestation of the White Horse Adeptus's will?
You're not wrong. Then again, there's something not quite right about this. Maybe this will become another mystical Adepti tale recorded in their family history.
That would be marvelous.
Paimon thinks so too. Hey, Traveler! Zibai seems to be doing much better now, don't you think? Oh! Paimon bets that's why Zhongli chose to send her on this errand. That's a great idea! We've already shown her Liyue Harbor, Yilong Wharf, and Xiaoying Village. How about we head to Qingce Village next?
Qingce. That name sounds familiar.
The scenery there is really beautiful. Pretty, too. It's the perfect sightseeing spot. How about we show you around?
I must say, I have been mightily impressed by the mountains and waters of Liyue. Please lead the way, my dutiful guides.
All right, let's... Paimon can't help feeling like we've forgotten something.
Pay it no mind. I've already forgotten more than you will ever know.
All right. If we forgot something, it can't have been that important to begin with. Qingce Village, here we come!
We should plant cucumbers.
We should plant canola.
We should plant cucumbers.
We should plant canola.
What are you arguing about, little ones?
We're deciding what to plant in our field once Lantern Rite is over.
Yeah. Dad gave us a small plot of land to grow our own crops. He said we can keep all the more we get from selling them. We should plant cucumbers, right? Dad plants cucumbers every year.
We should plant canolas. We can press the seeds for oil. It smells good and sells for a good price.
Ah, an agricultural debate. This should be easy to sort out.
Granny, are you a farmer?
Granny, what did you just call me, you rapsc?
Oh no, her eyes are it's just... my granny smells really nice, and you smell nice too, so...
Sorry.
Auntie?
Oh, all right. Big Sis Zibai, can you help us decide whether we should grow cucumbers or canolas in our field?
You little rascals! Using priceless land like this just for cucumbers and canolas? What a waste of heaven's gifts!
Huh? What should we plant instead?
With the coming of spring, when all things awaken, the fields should be sown with the 5 grains.
What are those?
The 5 grains are life's staples, the heart of the people's table. I notice the people here mostly eat rice, so that is where you should begin. Based on the local climate and soil, seedlings planted in mid to late spring should produce mature grain within 2 or 3 months. When autumn comes, you can plant a second crop, with time still to harvest it before the first frost. The rice you harvest can be sold at market or kept in your stores. It's a far better choice than cucumbers or canolas.
Oh, but Big Sister Zibai, I like canolas.
That's no issue. It is unsuitable for continuous cropping in any case. You can rotate it with rice to maximize your yields. After the second rice harvest, around wintertime will be the perfect opportunity to sow their seeds. And when they mature in mid to late spring, you shall be just in time to sow the first rice crop of the year in turn. This way, your field will sustain balance, rice and canola in a harmonious cycle.
Wow, that means we'll have crops to harvest all year round.
Wait a minute! If rice and canola take up the whole year, what about my cucumbers?
A firefly dares rival the brilliance of the moon? In what twisted universe should cucumbers vie for land with rice?
Big Sis Zibai, you're going to hurt Lil Bee's feelings.
Auntie hates cucumbers.
Stop crying this instant! I meant that cucumbers are simple enough to grow. There's no need to devote a whole field to them. Just find an empty corner of your yard, scatter some cucumber seeds in the earth, and before you know it, you'll have a thriving patch of vines. Cucumbers delight in sunlight and moisture, but they suffer in cold weather. If you wish to plant them this early in the year, you should make sure they're protected from frost.
Whoa. Are you really in that much of a rush? Well, thanks, Big Sis Zibai, who's fierce but really good at farming. We gotta go!
Thanks, Big Sis Zibai! See you around!
Paimon never imagined you'd know so much about farming.
What's so strange about that? The people of Long Gone called me the god of soil and grain. Are the fields not made of soil? Is rice not one of the 5 grains?
Huh, that's true. So, if the god of soil and grain is a farming god, that means the White Horse Adeptus must be a farming adeptus, right? Of course, the god of farming is down to earth.
Mind your tongue, impertinent child. How dare you diminish the lofty bearing of an adeptus?
Hey! You're the one who said the god of soil and grain is all about farming.
Enough! It's time for us to take to the skies once more. Join me now. Witness the majesty of mountain, water, and field, and broaden your horizons.
Wow! this looks so pretty from up here.
The mountains tower like pagodas, the hills coiling at their feet like shells. Layers built upon layers, rising and falling in harmony. A truly unique and mesmerizing sight.
Thinking about it, you have a special connection to this place, you know.
A special connection?
Yeah! There's a local legend about a white horse leaping from a pure spring to follow Rex Lapis into battle. Don't you remember? You must have been living in seclusion around here.
That does sound somewhat familiar.
Oh, and if we keep going up this way, we'll reach a super duper spooky spot. You might have a connection to that place too. There's an ancient array that seals away the remains of a fallen god.
A god's remains?
Yeah! The people of Liyue turned that story into an opera called The Sanctification of Tao Do. Does that ring any bells?
Tao Do. The 7 and 8 gates array.
That's right, that's right! You do remember!
Bune, the god of the underworld, who could pacify the forces of life and death.
Huh? So, Tao Do had another name?
Let's go take a look.
We've arrived at Wulwang Hill. The atmosphere just turned spooky.
I can't help but feel there's something strange about this friend you haven't seen in ages.
Huh? Paimon thought she heard someone's voice. Let's head down and check it out.
I can't help but feel there's something strange about this friend you haven't seen in ages.
Strange? Whatever do you mean?
Her strangeness defies description. This Miss Zibai is a full-blown enigma, don't you?
I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
Aren't you worried about sending her all the way to Yilong Wharf on her own to buy tea?
Where there are people, there are paths.
Now I'm the one with no clue what you're saying.
She can ask for directions.
And then what?
She will meet strangers in unfamiliar lands, build friendships, part ways. Hers will be a long journey indeed. The further the journey, the more footprints one leaves behind. The deeper those footprints, the harder it is for time to erase them.
Ah, so you want her to make new friends. I see. But from what you say, it sounds as though she's not from Liyue.
I believe she was not, but perhaps she will be.
You're sounding stranger by the second. Huh. Oh, over there!
Hotel! Zhongli!
Traveler. Paimon. Sounds like fate to me.
We were taking Zibai to buy some tea from Yilong Wharf. Zhongli sent her there. Oh, Paimon knew we were forgetting something. Why didn't you say so earlier then?
What's done is done. There's no need to dwell on it. Fresh tea grows with each passing year. Let fate deliver it as it wills.
Exactly. You can get tea wherever you go. You're hardly running low now, are you?
Paimon feels a lot better now that you've said that.
Still, I'm a little confused. If you were buying tea, how did you end up all the way out here?
We're taking Zibai on a sightseeing tour. We started at Liyue Harbor, stopped in at Yulong Wharf, went sightseeing around Xiaoying Village, made our way to Qingce Village, and now we're here!
Wow, that is quite the itinerary.
Yeah, actually, Paimon thinks it's about time we headed back.
I'm here to pay my respects to my ancestors. My dear consultant kindly agreed to join me. It is Lantern Rite, after all. Adepti and ancestors should be venerated alike.
Ancestors? Wait, could you be? Are you heir to the Wuwang kid? Or perhaps the lone butterfly of the Crimson Flame?
Whoa, have you got all your memories back?
Huh? Miss Zibai, you know about the Wangsheng funeral parlor and the 8 adepts?
I happened to hear a storyteller expound on the sanctification of Taodo.
Lots of people know that story, sure, but very few can discern my family lineage from just a glance. Well, Zhongli, your friend here really is quite something. Unfortunately, there's no time to dally right now. We have a hill to climb. Perhaps once today is done, we can find time to chat over tea, recite poetry, and admire the moon?
That would be wonderful, Director Hu.
Oh, and before we go, you've been traipsing around all day. I suggest you stop off at the Wangshu Inn on your way back for a good night's rest. Wouldn't do to exhaust yourselves, Don't mention it. All right, we'll take our leave now. See you later.
Hotel's so thoughtful. Why don't we follow her advice and stay at the Wangshu Inn tonight? Zibai, you can see the whole of Dihua Marsh from up there. The view's amazing. Plus, you can sample Smiley Yinxiao's cooking.
Wangshu, an intriguing name. It couldn't hurt to check it out.
Awesome! Let's go!
My apologies. This heavy rain must be quite an
Is that towering structure Wangshu Inn?
Sure is. We can take the lift up from over there.
Always walking the path long trodden. Does retracing others' footsteps not tire you? Come on, get in. We'll fly to the top.
Are we really going to fly up to Wangshu Inn? Isn't that a bit showy? All the guests are going to see us.
Is that a bad thing? To be able to witness an Adeptus. This will surely add to the inn's appeal, not to mention the room prices. The owner will thank us.
You seem to really like showing off your powers.
This inn's architecture is incredible, and the surrounding countryside radiates a picturesque charm. No wonder the new proprietor of the Baiju guest house thinks he can't compete and has decided to change his own establishment's name.
The new proprietor? Ah, you mean Lu Shengsheng's dad. So you know about that, too. Personally, Paimon thinks it should go with something like Rex's Rest. That's a contender's name if Paimon's ever heard one.
A fitting name indeed.
So you think the guest house should change its name too? Paimon kinda thought you'd say something like, such sacrosanct traditions must never change.
Time flows ever onward. Why should the rules of yesterday be carried forward into the world of tomorrow? The people of today should determine what is to be kept.
Huh. You're not as old-fashioned and stuffy as Paimon thought.
The years ebb and flow, seas recede to reveal fields. In the vastness of time, I am but a wild horse in a boundless sea of dust. Even Rex Lapis, having waded through the waters of the river of time, is not quite the same as before.
Zhongli? What was he like before?
That is another story for another time. We have arrived.
This is the first time Paimon's ever flown up to Wangshu Inn on a chariot. Everything's so different when you're up high.
Wangshu. Like moon lanterns and shell lanterns. Might it all be a coincidence?
What's a coincidence?
Do you not know what Wangshu means? Not bad. You're clearly much sharper than your diminutive companion. Wangshu can refer to the moon, but its original meaning is actually
the goddess who rides the bright moon's chariot.
And you must be the conqueror of demons.
Xiao! Paimon was wondering if we'd disturbed you by flying down from the sky.
Not at all. I sensed an unusual presence long before you arrived, though I didn't expect it to be you in a flying chariot.
Ah, a witness at last. I was starting to think we should fly a bit lower. 'Twould be awfully dull if no one ends up marveling at my lofty bearing.
No need. This is already showy enough.
I'm not one to do good from the shadows, as Rex Lapis is wont to do.
Then you must be...
Oh, nay, I'm only cosplaying as the White Horse Adeptus, in truth.
Cosplaying? What's that?
Ugh, ignore her nonsense. She's a genuine article, the one and only completely authentic White Horse Adeptus. It's just... Xiao, did Zhongli say anything about her being a teensy bit... not quite right?
Mental instability, perhaps?
Did Zhongli tell you that?
No, this is my own speculation.
Well, you've pretty much hit the nail on the head. It's like her brain's filled with a bunch of slimes right now. All gloopy and messy. There's a hot-tempered pyro slime, a math-obsessed hydro slime, and a mischievous little animo slime. But don't tell her Paimon said that, or she'll come and tell us all off.
You white-haired rascal! Do you think I can't hear you?
Uh-oh! We're in for it now!
White Horse Adeptus. You must be wary from your journey. Why not take a rest?
Oh, yes! You must be hungry, right, Zibai? How about we get some food? The chef here is incredible!
It's so hot! So spicy!
Are you okay? Do you want Paimon to get you some water?
Don't worry about me. I just need to pace myself.
So, regarding your friend and her condition, does even the Lord of Geo have no solution?
Zhongli said we should wait and she'll get better on her own. But Who knows how long that's gonna take?
Is that why her personalities change so easily?
Paimon thinks that has something to do with her 3 deadly selves. Zhangli told us that the deadly selves are impure, affecting living things that get too close.
The White Horse Adeptus